I care about results too much. I try my hardest not to. I think me trying hard is actually part of the problem. But as much as I don't want to admit it, as much as I try to avoid it, I care about results too much right now. And you might ask, why is that a problem? Wanting good results out of your life, why is that a problem? Wanting things to go your way, why is that a problem? It is a problem because now you are putting your worth, maybe your happiness, your peace, your value in something outside of your control, something you really cannot change. You know, there's a lot of things in life where we can put in work, put in effort, but the results are ultimately up to something else. We don't get to choose our results. Take for instance these YouTube videos. I can put in so much effort into my videos. I can read, I can meditate, I can do all of that. I can become enlightened, you could say. But that doesn't guarantee views. That doesn't guarantee subscribers. Now I can do things that will be conducive to getting more subscribers, getting more views, you know? Improving quality, improving video quality, improving my knowledge, becoming a better speaker. That all leads to what I want, the results I want. But I've noticed myself, even though I tell myself I can't be doing this, that little voice in my brain still navigates, still navigates until like I just start caring about results too much. That becomes the foundation of my actions. The foundation of my motivation to do things is the results. And I've talked about this in another video where caring about results and putting it's almost like gambling your energy and your just your joy and peace. You're almost gambling that when you value results so much. That's what the law of detachment talks about. It talks about detaching from results. And eventually they kind of in turn detaching from those results kind of gets you the results you want, but only when you're truly detached from it, because now you're doing it out of an authentic heart, almost with an authentic way of thinking. You're kind of free. You're like a bird. You're in there and you're flowing. You're flowing through life when you detach yourself from results. But anyways, I've been doing that. I've been doing that and I try my best not to. But this whole YouTube channel is a way to relate to you guys. Like I'm over here talking on the camera and you guys might think this dude knows what's up. He lives a life of peace. All the voices in his head are positive and great, but that's just not the case. And I make videos like this to relate to you guys that at the end of the day, we are all little creatures. No one has it figured out. No one's perfect. I don't have much figured out, but that's kind of the beautiful thing in life. So I get on here today to this is kind of like healing for me. Where I can get my thoughts out. I can kind of expose and shine light on ways of thinking that I don't want to adopt. And maybe you guys can relate. Maybe this can help you guys out as well. But every time I think of videos and ideas, there's a little voice in my head that's like, okay, do this one because people are going to listen. People are going to click on this. This one's going to be a success. And then let's say it doesn't get the views that I expected, the results that I expected. Now there's a little part of me that gets discouraged, you know? And maybe I just need to, because it's not like my whole brain is telling me results, results, results. There's a part of me that's like, dude, detach. As long as you think you're putting out bangers, if you think that what you're saying is important and authentic, which all my videos have been, then you'll be good. And I listen to that voice. That voice is what keeps me going. But I'm also listening, like I said, to this voice that is just like tweaking for some results, that wants 1,000 subscribers and wants to get monetized and wants to make money. Like that voice is like itching at me. Like Call of Duty Zombies, Black Ops 2 Transit, when you're walking in between stations, those monkeys that crawl on your back and they're scratched. That's how I feel with this result based way of thinking, you know? And this way of thinking can bleed into all aspects of your life and eventually just kind of slowly take over and just rot your peace, your kind of experience of life when you're so results based, when all you care about is results. Like, take for instance, me personally, I can't relate because I have a girlfriend, but I've heard from other guys, they get so nervous to talk to girls, especially if they want a result. They have this result in their mind, that this result in their mind eventually becomes so big that it almost kind of paralyzes them, and they don't even go up to the girl and talk to them because all they care about is results. Or let's say they do talk to them, they're thinking so much on how to manipulate this conversation and navigate this conversation to get this girl's number, and eventually they're just awkward, or eventually the girl picks up on it and is like, yo, this guy's kind of weird, something's off with this guy, because this guy is so result based. There has to be a better word than based. Just so result oriented. That's the only thing he values, is the results. You know? And a part of me is that. It's that Black Ops 2 Transit monkey on my back. It's itching at me. It's scratching my face. It's scratching my brain. And I'm like, in in the game, you rip them off, you knife it, and you eventually throw it off. And you keep on walking, you're good. And then another monkey comes on. That's how I feel. That is how I feel. So, we just can't care about results. We just gotta live life. Like, who cares about the results? And it's a funny thing, too. It's like our brain thinks it knows what it wants. Our brain thinks that once we get this result, we'll feel whole and all of our problems will go away. But that's just not the case. Like, think about the best people you know, the people that are full of life, a great man, a great woman that you know. They're not great because of the achievements they have. There's a lot of people I can think of, not personally, that have great results, but they're just kind of bad people. Like, people don't really aspire to be them. Like, no disc on Elon Musk, but like, who says I want to be like Elon Musk because he has $1 trillion? It is not what you have materialistically. It is not the cars you drive. It's not the house you live in, the watch you're wearing. Because all that, yeah, that's cool. That has value. But it's like shallow value almost. It matters how you are as a person. Like, what is your spirit like? What is your energy like? How do you treat people on a day-to-day basis when you're not in this Ferrari or talking about the money you have? Who are you? Who are you when you strip it down? Who are you? And that is what matters, not the results. So when your brain tries telling you, oh, once you get this, now you'll be valuable. When you get that C6 Corvette, now you'll be valuable. Now people are going to value you because they'll see you driving on the road. You'll have the windows down so people can see you. When you have that watch. I never understood watches. That's a whole different topic, but then they'll value. No. So like I'm saying, these results is not what truly gives you value, even though our brain swears it's what gives you value. It's the lessons you learn. It is the ways of thinking that you adopt, the behaviors you adopt, how you treat other people. How healthy is this in here, this brain? How healthy? Because if you have an unhealthy brain, if your thoughts are bad, then it's gonna come out your mouth. You know, your words and just your behavior, your tone, your expression, your energy towards people is gonna be off. You're just gonna become a worse person. I'm getting a little too off track. I just realized that. But you guys get what I'm saying. It is not the results that matter. And this is something I kind of have to hammer into my brain every single day. That these results is not, it's not everything. You know? I'm not saying don't have goals. But shoot, when your value comes based off the goals you achieve, you're kind of cooking yourself. You're unintentionally cooking yourself. You think you're doing a good thing saying, oh, you know, once I have my goals are here. Once I reach 1,000 subs, once I'm monetized, once I'm able to quit work, once I'm able to get 1,000K subs, sell a service, be a public speaker, then I'll feel valuable, right? Once I have all these things outside of me, then I'll feel valuable, right? No, that is not the case. Give me 100,000 subscribers right now, and that won't change me into a better person. It just won't. Monetize me right now. Actually, YouTube, please monetize me right now. But anyways, monetize me right now. That's not changing me to become a better person. That's not gonna help me enjoy life more. I mean, maybe it is, but it's not gonna change what's in here. It is the journey to get there that is going to change you within. It's the Bible, it's God that's going to change you within. It's that spirit that is going to change you within. That is going to be your value. Your spirit. No one can take your spirit. No human being can take your spirit. That's what makes you valuable. I'm done talking. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate it. If you didn't, I appreciate it, because if you're hearing this, you made it to the end of the video, so I appreciate it. Goodbye.